Hey guys, SuperNerdMiles here. It's time for another channel update that, as usual, is overdue by more than a month. But this time I've been working on it, I promise guys. It's just that real life has gone back to hitting me like a truck. I mean, I don't want to ramble on too long about real life stuff. If I did, it would be a SuperNerd rambling, not a channel update. But suffice it to say that I am now 18 and in college. As a result, I have decided to relax a few of my standards, stepping down from like the sheer paranoia level of internet safety. What all does that mean? Well, I might be a little more free with details of my real life instead of just like turning the subject away, but I'm still not going to just give you my life story or anything. I mean, I guess it's just, I'm saying I won't hide it quite as much. And this would have made more sense if it wasn't for one of the delays that actually added on a week and a half to the delays on this video getting out. I had originally planned to, start using a webcam during my channel updates. Like, channel updates, other vlog type videos, actually using a webcam so you could see. Problem is, when I tried, and I did try multiple times, multiple things, I couldn't, there was just terrible latency. I mean, I looked like an actor in an old Japanese movie. My mouth just wasn't in sync with my words. So that idea ended up getting scrapped, unfortunately, although I may start using a webcam here and there when it isn't like the only thing on screen taking up like the full 1080p. You get the picture. Now, to that effect, I'm also hoping to create a backdrop in my dorm room so that instead of having to show you my whole dorm, or at least what you can see from my desk, you would just be able to see my, well, first off, you'd just be able to see me, and second, I could green screen it to take up even less space because I could superimpose it over like a corner of the screen. It wouldn't be taking up a corner of the gameplay per se, because only my body would, not the whole backdrop. But that's not important right now. It really won't be until I can figure out how to get my webcam working. So as I said, I'm at college now. I have a very busy schedule, though. 17 hours of classes, even though a quote-unquote full-time student only needs 12 hours. As a result, I'm busy through large chunks of the week. My schedule, although it is spaced out to where I only have like two instances of having to go immediately from one class to another without a break, that also had the side effect of spacing it out to where I can hardly get anything, even anything useful done between classes. But as a result, I'm busy through large chunks of the week and don't have as much time to work on videos. And that's before you factor in homework, studying, and the fact that 3 of my quote-unquote 1-hour classes are actually more than 1 hour in reality. Meaning, even though I'm listed as 17 hours in class, I'm actually in class 24 hours a week and not 17. Also, one of those 3 classes is marching band, meaning that my evenings and Saturdays are going to be busy with very few exceptions for the foreseeable future, pretty much for the rest of football season. So, what all does that mean? Well, I'm going to try to grit my teeth and keep uploading, and actually attempt to get into a regular upload schedule at that. Like, start actually doing what I intended to do, like, 2 years ago, and upload regularly. But, because of how busy I am, I will not be uploading a video every day. 3 days a week, Monday, Thursday, and Friday. Assuming I have a video ready, which will hopefully be the vast majority of the time, I'll upload it that day. Technically, I'll probably upload it much earlier, and it'll just be scheduled. The general goal of this is to try to spend my weekends, or what parts of them I have free, preparing the next week's videos so that I don't have to worry about it. But as usual, because this is college, and I'm very busy, and I'm a bit of a procrastinator, like I said, I'm really busy, so there's no guarantees. I will do my best, but I might not be completely successful. Now, I did say that there were a few exceptions to my Saturdays being busy. One of those is next weekend, Saturday the 20th. And just my luck, that entire weekend is a major celebration on Toontown Rewritten. Why? because 1 week from today, assuming I can do what I'm intending to do and upload this same day I'm recording, 1 week from today, Friday, September 19th, 2014, Toontown Rewritten is finally going into full open beta. The entire weekend will be a celebration, the first annual ToonFest, and everyone's invited. Not just the ToonFest, of course. Several channels, including my good friend Smirky Bumberpop, have already expressed their intent to stream over that weekend. And thanks again to Smirky. Smirky is the entire reason behind me playing Rewritten so much, because he was the person who gave me a beta key. He got very few, only like 3 or 4 from Joey, Sir Max, whatever you want to call him, head of the TTR team. And he gave one of them to me, because I happened to be asking right around the same time. So don't go bugging him about it, especially since the beta keys are all going away in another week. But he did give me a beta key right before the beginning of closed beta, so I've been playing since then and been having a blast. But as I said, Smirky's going to be streaming, lots of people are going to be streaming, and I'm no exception. I will be streaming over a large chunk of that weekend over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/SuperNerdStudios. Link is in the description. Kicking it off at roughly 2 p.m. Toontown time, which is to say Pacific, or 5 p.m. Eastern. I'm not going to just give you the whole clock. That's definitely enough for you to tell. Now, since it's open beta at last, I hope to not only see you guys in the chat and interact with you there, but also to be able to play with you guys, since you can finally join us without all the inconveniences of the playline and 6-hour window and all that. Tons of people are going to be there. I bet we're going to utterly wreck TTR's servers, and I hope to be there streaming for a minimum of 5 hours. That's my goal. At least 5 hours over the weekend. I bet it'll be much more, but even if I'm so busy I can barely do anything else, I'm hoping to stream at least 5 hours. And don't forget, head on over to my Twitch channel sometime over the next week, preferably as soon as possible, and give me a follow. Follow me, and you'll receive a notification of when I go live over email if you're using the Twitch app, over just a regular smartphone notification, and that'll help for I guess, for one thing, reminding you, hey, I'm going live, but also it means a lot to me knowing that there are people who care about that. And I really appreciate the chance to get to interact with you guys more deeply than just through comments and the occasional PM. So please, guys, give me a crowd to interact with. Don't make me just talk to myself for 24 hours over the course of a weekend. Give me someone to talk with. But either way, 2 more things and I'm done. First off, I bet you guys have noticed all the music in the background. Well, that is thanks directly to Epidemic Sound, and more generally, thanks to Freedom. Freedom is a network based on accepting virtually everyone and helping them grow, instead of accepting only the people who have already gotten famous and don't really need help growing. So, as a part of this, they give lots of tools and sponsorships and stuff to their partners, and one of them is free access to Epidemic Sound's gigantic library of royalty-free music, for as long as I'm partnered with Freedom. And hey, even if I decide to leave Freedom, which is not going to happen for a long time, if ever, I will also retain the rights to whatever music I've already used in my videos. So essentially, if I leave Freedom, I don't have to pull down all the videos that have Epidemic Sounds music or face copyright. I will be fine with those forever. But either way, that wouldn't happen unless I leave Freedom, which, if it ever does happen, it's not going to happen for a long time. Freedom has already been really good to me, and I hope things will get even better as time goes on. Okay, last thing, I promise. Although it may seem like more than one thing because of things being interconnected. For my Let's Playing, like the videos that I will be uploading over the next few months, I am broadcasting right now my intentions to finish Pokemon Ruby in 2 months. At the very least, as much as possible, that is. I have one thing to say. Curse you, real life. Everything up until this was recorded on Friday, intended to be uploaded on Friday. Then, well, first off, Nintendo went live with their Treehouse Live. And I ended up watching the whole thing because there was a lot of stuff that I wanted to see and stuff I was looking for. And then one thing led to another, busy, and it is now Monday. I lost the entire weekend mid-recording this because of real life. So let me try again. What was I saying? Oh, right. Ugh. So yes, Pokemon Ruby aiming to finish in 2 months, or at least get as close to finished as possible, because I am hoping that when Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire come out, I can begin a day one series of streams, playing through the entirety of Alpha Sapphire, although I may have to do an LP of it instead if I can't get enough time to stream. And hey, everything would be better if Ruby finishes up around the same time either way, so that I don't have to delay either project at all. So I'm going to try to kick it into high gear, getting as many videos out as possible until then, and hopefully we'll either be done or as close to it as possible before the remakes come out and I start shifting my attention to them for the next several months. And how am I going to stream them? Well, I've mentioned my DS capture card before. It's what I'm recording Ruby on. Well, I recently acquired a 3DS from a friend, and in the next week or so, I'm going to send it off to get modded into a 3DS capture card, which will allow me to record and stream 3DS games and various 3DS eShop titles as well. So, more information on all that stuff closer to the release date, though. So that's that. Brief summary of the important stuff, mainly because I can't hardly remember what I've already said, because it's been 3 days. Next weekend, starting at 2 p.m. roughly, Pacific, aka Toontown time, I will be streaming ToonFest over on my Twitch channel, SuperNerd Studios, which is not SuperNerdMiles or SNMiles253. Those are both old channels of mine, so they do exist. That one of them I don't stream on anymore. I only did 1 or 2 over there anyway. And the other I can't stream on because it was a Justin.tv channel so that I could interact with people over on there, and it closed. So you're looking for SuperNerd Studios, not either the other. And other than the streaming, I will be kicking my uploading into high gear because I'm hoping to finish Pokemon Ruby or get darn close to it by the time Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire come out. Because when they come out, I'll be focusing on them either through streams or on an LP, and also no-lifing them outside of the LP for the foreseeable future. And it will be much better for everything if Ruby is already finished by then. And finally, I am now partnered with Freedom, and you may see little bits and pieces of that as time goes on. For example, in the Epidemic Music sponsorship that brought you the music playing in the background right now. And I will hopefully do a proper announcement video for that in the near future. So I'll see you guys bright and early on Wednesday for more Pokemon Ruby. And then, next Friday, 4 days from now, for ToonFest. See you guys later. Miles out.